going on the waters that are stormy. But you're supposed to stand upon that water and not be shaken until you reach your destination. Steadfastness is something that happens in the process. Inside here, we have a number of people. The first set of people that are here are people that, in terms of their journey, they are still in their native country. There are people inside here, without mincing words, who have not met Jesus, who have not yet given their lives to Christ. Somehow, you found yourself in the bus and you are here. But God knew that you'll be here. Only take time. It is not possible for you to survive through. No reason, it will not happen. There's no chance. There's a second set of people, and they are the people who, in their journey, they have taken a journey. And you're here, in that your journey, you have gone like the so-called prodigal son in Luke chapter 15. You have left your place and you have now gone there. Where you are, we might be here together and it looks like we are here, but you are there. There is not a product of distance, because somebody can be with his phone and right inside here, he's actually there. Any journey that you undertake, any friend that you engage, any ship, fellowship, relationship, whatever it is that is a ship you have entered, that takes you outside the place where you get your inspiration and source, that place that is a place where Jehovah himself sits with you, it is there. You are there, not here. So there are still people inside here. Even though we are here and you left where you were in your school and you came here, even here, you know that your heart, in your heart, you know that you are still there. You're so far. In terms of your devotion, oh, you are there. Not in the place again where you used to receive inspiration. Where you go on your knees and you hear from heaven. Some things have happened and you took a journey. You followed someone. You got friends. You followed something. You followed the pursuit of money. You followed online things. You followed all kinds of issues. And you suddenly realize that you are there. That place called there, there's no stability there. You cannot be steadfast. There is a place where the life gets wasted. That son, the Bible says that he wasted his living. He got exhausted to the point that at the end of the day, what was he doing? He longed for the food of the pigs. But by the time he was longing, they now told him. And that's what happens to such people. By the time you start engaging on things that you should not, you get to a point that the devil now tells you, except you give a bribe, except you, this food that is even left that you are seeing, the next, these school fees that you are asking for, you must now submit and open your legs. If you don't do that, I won't give you even this food. I won't give you the school fees. Except you compromise. You've gone that far. And it's now the devil is holding, and he's holding some pictures. He's got the aces. Except you compromise, I won't give you that. And you look back, like that father in Luke chapter 15. The father is far. You have already gone far from the place of devotion. You have already gone far from the place where you used to have your quiet time. You've gone far from the fellowship of the brethren. You've gone far, even though you're an EXCO member. You're an EXCO member in your school, but you have actually gone far in heart. And you are there. And you cannot open up right there because it looks like you'll be vulnerable and it will be embarrassing. But the people that knew you, you are maintaining a cover. There's a performance. But what did that young man say? Verse 17 of that Luke 15. What did he say? I will arise and go back to my father. I'm going back to my father. I will rise. He came to himself. Tonight, I ask you to come to yourself. I ask you to come to yourself. I ask that you come to yourself. I beg that you come to yourself. Because the journey of that you have undertaken can only lead to destruction. This was a son. You have been a son, but your engagement with things has led you to the point where you are now begging, Lord, even the servants in your house, even the servants, they have something to spare. Just make me your servant. Even like a servant is better than this junk that I've been eating. Tonight, for such I ask that you will arise and come to yourself and say, I will go back to my father. There's a third set of people that are here as well. And those ones look like they are good. And they are good, and we're one of them. They are like the older son. The older son seemed like a better person. Am I right? But his condition was actually worse than the other son. How do I know? The other son, so-called prodigal, rose and went back to his father. This older son, the Bible describes him as, he basically hated his brother. Basically, if you hate your brother, you are like a murderer. He hated his brother. But that was not all. He stood in a place where the only basis for reconciliation was that the father will have to come to him to explain himself. There are some of us who are in this situation where maybe because of one thing or the other, every day we're asking God questions. Lord, why did I fail? If I've been serving you like this, why did I fail? That person, why are you blessing him more than I am? You're blessing me. The father, have you seen yourself defending yourself, having to argue, having to answer questions that somebody who is probably junior to you is raising all the time? It's irritating. He expected his father to come and beg him. Some of us have taken that position where it's as if it is God, except God comes to beg us. It's God that has to beg us. God now has to explain himself why certain things are not going well. God has to defend himself before us. And that was blindness. He blinded him. And what was he asking for? Lord, except I pass this exam. Lord, except I do this, I'm not going to continue in this kind of life. What was he asking for? If you could just, you refuse to give me a kid, goat, or sheep, or cow. The focus on the kid goat blinded his eyes to the realization that he actually was the owner of everything. And when people are in that position, hard, you become hard. Nobody can even talk to you. School presidents can't talk to you. You have shielded yourself. There's something that you are doing. You know it's not appropriate. There can't be a discussion about steadfastness. You're waiting for the school president to say, stop, why are you doing this? Why are you behaving like this? Why are you acting like the one that those in our school, the unbelievers, are using to say, is it not these people? They say they are Christians. He said, why can't you see it? He said, look, it is how I see it. And the school president has to be begging you, directly or indirectly, to have a different attitude, to behave a bit differently, to stop carrying yourself as a haughty and proud person, to stop talking the way you do in class, to change your language, to dress a bit better. Oh, to stand in a place that, look, if they say that there's order, let's have some order here. You won't be the one that is rebelling. They've been begging you. They've been pleading. They've been using their eyes to tell you. But you're standing like the first son. That first son was